every Wednesday. I've got Jack right here on Career Mode. It's actually one of my favorite features that you're going to find anytime during the week. Jack, welcome.
How's it?
I'm great. You know what? I'm actually excited about today's topic because when we were having that chat just outside by the guest waiting room, I realized that I just think law is lawyers. That's all I know about it. And when we got into the discussion, I realized that, whoa, I'm actually going to be learning a lot today. And
don't have enough time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna learn something.
Alas, how have you been?
I'm alive and kicking, buddy.
No, I'm good. For those of you who don't know, who's your first time listening today, shout out. And Jack is our genius for today's on the Wednesdays feature for Career Mode, where we discuss a whole lot of different careers and the options that you do have if you'd like to go into that career. Now, today we've got a law expert. I'm with Mr. Justice Magayi. Is it Magayi or Magayi? How do I speak?
It's Magayi.
Magayi.
You emphasize the ga.
Yeah, you know, I feel like should I be saying Your Honor before I speak to you? And welcome to our show.
Thank you very much. And thanks for the invite.
Absolutely. I don't know, Jack. You can just open up and give us an introduction on why law.
Okay, so it's all about what we do. Every Wednesday we invite someone from the inside to explain to us how to look at the industry from the outside so that we can get a better perspective and so to say, look, the man is in the industry, he's already functioning. How would a person who wants to enter the industry or a career in law start about? So right now we've got Justice Magayi. He's in litigation and he's going to help us through the process. How's it, Justice?
I'm good on you, Jack.
Good. Tell us about yourself, bro. I mean, how did you get into law?
Yes, born and bred in Soweto, End of Fire, Zone 4 Midlands, Piri Street. Primary school, Kiane Primary School. Then I went to Raukol, Rand Afrikaans University College for the Advancement of Learning and Leadership.
Wow.
Back then, before Rao became UJ.
Wow.
I've always wanted to be a lawyer since primary school for some strange reason. People think law is about talking. It's not about talking. I just had a passion.
Yes.
Some people even argue and say my name means I was ordained to it, but no, I don't like to entertain that topic. Maybe it was written in the stars. But I've always loved law. Watched TV shows, LA Law, Ellie McBeal, Law and Order, and then went to Rao University before it became University of Johannesburg. At my high school, all the kids wanted to be accountants, engineers, the glamorous careers. I think I was one or two people who wanted to be lawyers. The rest, it was just something else. So I've always loved it a lot.
Absolutely. Now, before I let Jack rock and roll, I just want to read something. And Jack, I want to say shout out for the content that you bring. It is absolutely outstanding. Now, I just want to read here. It says, with regards to the career that we're talking about today, when people first met, they began to live in groups and they had few rules or laws, but they soon realized that each individual had to pay attention to the needs and welfare of their neighbor in order to make life tolerable and even more pleasant for the greatest number of people. And it says it was also necessary to recognize each other's right to life and the ownership of property. Now, laws exist to complement civilizations and maintain peace because law is complex and individuals are very rarely involved in legal actions. Professionals are needed to study law and handle legal matters for others. Great analysis.
Yes,
why that though, Jack? I think like, I'm gonna say this again. With me, when I think law, I think lawyers and I think a courtroom.
Well, from my perspective, I'm always looking at a different career every other week, and I need to figure out a way to simplify the discussion and to make it simple in such a way that a person who is like standing outside can say, "Oh, okay, is that why we need lawyers? Because we need to have rights ourselves." You know?
Absolutely.
But because we've got a lawyer here, we can actually ask them in the broadest sense, what does law mean?
Okay. The description Jack gave and the one you gave actually speaks to what law is.
Okay.
If you look at it this way, from the time you are born until the time, unfortunately, you pass away, law is involved. A child is born, then we need to take him or her to Home Affairs. There's an act which governs how you register someone, whether can you register someone who's born in South Africa, and if so, what's the process, within how many days. So the law governs that. So you can't just have people roaming around freely. So that's the Home Affairs is covered. Your child now must go to daycare. There is an act or law which governs daycare. Do you understand? So basically every facet of our life is governed by, even for this radio station,
Yes.
You've got ICASA, you've got Broadcasting Act, you've got the Film and Publication Act. So basically every facet of our life is governed by the law. The computer we're using today, there is a law involved. Someone dies, there is a law involved. Deceased estates. You go to the office of the master, they give you some letter of authority. Then only then can someone go to APSA or Capitec and claim for someone who's passed on, because you now have a right. So basically law is everywhere. I'd say omnipresent, inverted commas.
Wow, interesting. So within the field of study, when you are studying law,
yes,
do you study do you study all these different facets where law is found before you become you get your LLB? Is it?
Yes. You
Tell me more
everything.
About that.
You study everything. You've got those intimidating books. From the outside, you think they're intimidating. From the inside, we enjoy those books, man.
What is it that you guys study in those books? Just tell me, make some examples.
First and foremost, English is important.
Okay.
Language is important. I would rather have a lawyer who can articulate himself. Because you must be able to read and advance the legal point. So we read law of persons. Law of persons governs children, whether if a mother who's pregnant has a child who passes away before the child is actually born, then the question is, legally, is that child entitled to rights or not? No rights.
Wow.
So if the child is entitled to rights, then the mother can claim for certain benefits. But if not, then unfortunately she's not entitled to claim for certain things. So that's called what? Nasciturus fiction.
Wow. And how, okay, is that an example of how it would be applied?
Yes. That one is from the law of persons. Then we've got family law.
All right.
It governs mother, father, children. Then we move on, we do property law. We do introduction to legal studies. So because before you can go forward, you need to go back. Know where the law comes from. Roman Dutch law, Roman law. Then we study Roman law. We read history. I love history.
I was going to ask you that because I can tell that when you explain it, you actually enjoy it. And those elements of history.
Yes, yeah.
Does history have law in history? How is it different? From where law came from, and what are some of the similarities that still exist today, and what have been some of the changes? We're going to take a music break because my system tells me to, but I think the history of law actually just to dive a little bit into it and look at some of the correlations within that.
Perfect.
All right, I'm with Jack the Genius today on Career Mode, and I've got Justice Magayi speaking to us about everything that has to do with law and actually unpacking it more than what we know. The time right now is 12 minutes after 2. We're going to take a music break and we'll be right back. This is Lunch on Caps. How old were you, Jack, when